What's happening, everybody? Wild Time here, and today we are going to be doing some stuff live, trying to figure it out anyway. So, if you're here, thanks for thanks for being here. We're gonna do some skinning farming. Well, we'll probably do about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so of farming on skinning, and then we will go do some transmog farm. So we're going to be skinning exotic leather. If I can spell it right. Exotic leather. It's selling for 4 gold each right now, which is pretty good. That's more than the current content skin is selling for. But first of all, we're going to go up here. So we are in Pandaria. We're at the very bottom part of Sunlight. I almost said Sunlight Comet backwards. That would have been funny. Kunlai Summit. And we're going right down around here to try to get this rare. And the rare we want to kill is Corda Toros. And what we're looking for on him, he drops some gloves that allows you to gather resources faster in Pandaria. So there's no enchant for Pandaria that will allow you to skin faster, right? So there's not like a skinning enchant for the gloves like in other expansions. So the best we got is hoping that this rare is up and that he drops it. Yeah, it's not looking like it. I don't know what his spawn timer is, but I've checked here several times, and I have never. He's never been up, so I don't know. So that's why we don't have the gloves. So we just have to go old school and just skin sort of the long way. Alright, so let's go ahead and fly back down to where we're going to do this farm at. And where we're going is going to be the Valley of the Four Winds, and we're going to go up along these hills here and just pretty much kill the goats are what we're killing, but there's some Mushan beasts and stuff like that. So when we farm these, we're looking for a few different things. The exotic leather, and we can sell that as is, or I save some to turn into the magnificent hides. Or there's some scales that drop that sell for like, I think between 20 and 30 gold. Pristine scale, I think they're called. Or we can get motes of harmony as well. And maybe some transmogs also. So once we get up here, we will start our loot appraiser. So here's our loot appraiser. Let's get going, see how much we can get in about 30 minutes. Looks like somebody's already up here killing stuff. But this is all it is. You're killing these things, and you're skinning them. And that is pretty much, I mean, self-explanatory, right? That's like the whole thing. But it's sort of annoying, like if you're used to skinning in current stuff and you can skin real quick. That's not how it happens here. So it just takes a while to get them. And you get these things called plump intestines as well, which usually just have like a tiny bit of gold. And there's somebody else flying around doing the same thing probably. You will want to kill all these though, because if not, the little packs won't respawn. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. Doing some skinning farms here, and then a little bit of transmog. So, if somebody's already killing these up here, then you can obviously just skin them like this. But you're not going to be able to farm for motes of harmony. So motes of harmony sell pretty well. and you want to be killing things to get them. Well, if somebody's already killing them, you can't really help that. So typically, skinning farms, you're cool if other people are around killing them because you're just going after the skin. But here you're going for the motes as well. So you got that mote of harmony, and they're going for 34 gold apiece on my realm right now. And hopefully we get some of the pristine scales as well. So you've got your goats in all these little different locations around these hills here. I'm just going up and down around here, killing these little packs of goats. And to make it a little bit better, like if I'm standing here skinning and there's like, oh look at that, there's like a Mushan or something, I'll just taunt him over. And he'll just die right when he comes close to me as well. Now, with this exotic leather, like I said, you can make the magnificent hides, which I think it takes 10, so you're talking like 30 gold that you're giving up to make like 200 to 300 depending on your realm. And then the magnificent hide you also need to make dreadful gear. So if people are buying that for like the mage tower or whatever, then you're going to need that as well. Although the dreadful gladiator stuff, that is the blacksmithing, seems to do a whole lot better than the leather working. And whoever is around here killing is not killing all these things, and so they're not respawning. So, I mean, skinning these old things isn't like, you know, you're not going to get $1 million. I'm sorry, 1,000,000 gold. I guess it's not real dollars. Super quick, but I mean, look, 3 minutes and we're at 400 gold, so that's not too bad. And obviously, I'd be making more if this other guy wasn't up here farming the same spot. So I didn't even look to see if that guy, I think he's Horde. If he's not Horde, we can group and then we can like share the loot, right? So that would be ideal. Next time we see him, we'll see if he's Horde or not, and see if he wants to join in. Because again, one of the reasons that these are good to farm is because of the motes of harmony that they can drop. Transmog, silent breeches. Yeah, I'll put that up in the auction house. One of my bank tunes, O2 sell rate for 200. I mean, it's not going to sell super fast, but it ain't going to cost nothing to just keep reposting. I have found that the skinning farms in Legion, the stonehide leather, especially like the birds, there's actually some pretty good transmogs and stuff that drop from there. Actually, surprisingly enough, the rings that drop from there sell as well. The Thunder Totem rings, I mean, for like 1,600 gold from the Legion one. I think because people are like, they're enchanting things. Here, let's see if this guy wants to do this. And he doesn't want to. Let's try to explain to this guy why it would be better. There we go. Oh no, he said, alright, fine. Then we'll just keep taking loot from each other then. Sort of goofy. That's one thing funny about World of Warcraft sometimes. I couldn't tell you the last time actually that I invited somebody to a group and they were like, sure, I'll group up. Because now, like this, okay, so he came up here and killed these things, right? I can't loot these. If we were in the group, I could have looted them. And the same thing with him. Like when I go and I find a pack that he hasn't killed and I killed him, he won't be able to loot them. So he's shortened himself on all the like motes of harmony and anything you could get that would be a drop. So I mean, it really makes no sense. Like there's no reason for him not to join except for he doesn't want to, which I don't get. But that's how it goes. Dun, 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 dun. One thing about these goats is that, I mean, they spawn super fast. You can still see the bodies from the last pool there, right? So the cool thing about the skinning changes is you don't really have to tag anything to skin it. And after it's, I think they changed it to where it could already be skinned, right? Like you could skin something that's already been skinned. Like two players can skin the same loot. I'm not exactly sure how they made that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened a few months back. Just trying to get these and jump down there and kill all those. Ooh, look at that. What is that? Oh, heck, yeah, I'll take that. Ravenclaw Harbinger. 76,000. Historical value 20,000. O2 sell rate. Yes, I will take it. Was not expecting that to drop, but hey, evidently that's something that can drop from these mobs here, so... I mean, that shot the gold per hour way up, right? We've been here 8 minutes and we're at 78,000. And that's mainly from material and mats, except for that one that we just looked at. So 76,000 of that is from that BOE. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Didn't even know that was a thing. So then here's this guy again who refuses to join a group and share loot with me, so we just keep taking each other's loot, which is fine because I just got that Transmog there. But I thought at first, hey, maybe he doesn't understand that if we were part of a group we could be sharing this because we're both allied, but then I explained it to him and he still said no. So we'll just go around here and keep fighting each other for the loot. Go ahead and skin this Mushan. The Mushan. Let's find some more packs here. Dun, 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 dun. The version of pre-order that I got is the heroic. So I made a little video about it actually, about this mount specifically, but I typically always do the heroic, and I'll tell you why. I hate leveling, right? Like I hate it. I don't even like I didn't even like leveling from 50 to 60. It was horrible for me. So I was almost, during that time, tempted to just buy a $60 boost because that's how much I hate it. So time spent, you know, like at my actual job, the amount of hours it takes me to make $60 compared to the amount of hours it's going to take me to level a character. Way less hours in real life. So I typically just boost. So the reason why I get the heroic version is because it's the best quality. Yeah, same here, man. So you get the you get the mount, which is cool, except for like this is kind of weird, right? So check out the mount. So I've never seen another dragon with a flying animation like this. Watch this. When you jump up, oh, actually that didn't do it that time. But when you jump up, he see how it looks like he's still on the ground. Watch his wings. His wings don't go out right away. So that looks sort of silly, right? You look like you're still on the ground and then they pop out. I don't know if that's going to be something to do with like the new animations, or if that was unintended, or if that's just sort of a weird thing. Anyway, yeah, I get the heroic because the boost is $60 anyway, right? So for an extra $10, you get the boost, you get the mount, you get a couple pets, and you get the new version of the game. So it's definitely definitely the best way to go, in my opinion. And then when you go one up to the epic, you get like some other stuff like the hearth animation and some other things, but that's just not worth the money to me because you don't get anything that I use.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, man, I would get it. People complain because they're like $50. That's too much for the base edition. You know, it's like $10 more than normal. And you know what? One of the things about the Warcraft community is that they will play the game for like 40 hours a week, right? And then complain about how bad things suck in the game. Yeah, the heroic's the best for me as well. So that drives me insane, right? Like people are like $50. Well, how often do you play Warcraft? Like how much enjoyment do you get out of the game? Like is it worth it for you, the $50 to initially get it? You know, and then you, obviously you have to pay the monthly fee. But for me, dude, I play this game enough, and I've played it for a long time. I enjoy it. It's you know it's just part of my entertainment budget.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you're just buying the normal, you're really shorting yourself, I think, because you don't get anything extra. Yeah. Yep. Some people just always, I mean, they'll complain about it, but they'll still buy it, right? like, even in real life in business, right? Like I've had several like side businesses. Lawn care specifically I was doing for several years, and I owned a little lawn care business, and you would give people a quote and you would tell them the price, and they would like not be happy about it, and you just let them, you know, vent their dissatisfaction. But at the end of the day they would still pay it, right? And I'd do a good job. Some people just aren't. I mean, like, I don't know what a reasonable price would be. Like, I feel like some people, if you were like, hey, the game's $10, it's like $10. Are you insane? This should be free. What are you guys trying to do? I don't know, make money, pay employees, keep the game alive. So as you can tell, this farm's pretty hands off here. Um, We haven't gotten a whole bunch of modes of harmony, mainly because, like I said, these other people farming it are not grouping up, but I think they're gone. They weren't here very long. See, I'll just taunt these guys in here.
I'm out of rage.
Just get my emulation on going, so when they come close, they just die, and I can just go skin them.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, man, thanks for stopping by. So when you get the motes of harmony, you want to make sure that you're getting the best value, right? So a mote is 34 gold right now, and I think it takes 10 of them to make a Spirit of Harmony. So if the Spirit of Harmony is selling for more than 340, then we'll turn into a spirit. I doubt it. I'm going to guess that the modes are selling for more. The spirits are usually like 240 or something like that. So Insidious, I like the art in the game as well. They've come such a long way. It's just such a good game. You know, you just got to balance it with time, family, and stuff like that. I know everybody's in different positions in life, right? Like I'm married, have kids, work a full-time job, have a side business, all that kind of stuff. So WoW is definitely a hobby for me, but it can take a lot of time, right? Like there's no end to this game. Like I just saw this thing the other day. I came up on my feed and it was like, man doesn't see the birth of his firstborn son because of Warcraft, right? And I mean, that's sort of ridiculous, right? But I'm not going to say I don't empathize with the guy. The reasoning was he's part of a mythic guild, and they were on the last boss, and the baby was going to be born during his raid time, so he decided that killing that last boss on mythic was going to be better than watching his kid be born. I don't care if it's your firstborn or your lastborn, you got to be there, right? But I get it, you know, like I get how the game can tempt you to sort of be in there for long periods of time. That's why I always end my videos with, remember, it's just a game, right? You don't want to put aside your responsibilities because, I mean, let's face it. I don't know what that guy's saying. Let's face it, the game could go under tomorrow, right? There was that big thing where they were mistreating women, and Blizzard was, and they had this big ordeal, and the game could have went under, right? They could have shut Blizzard down. They could have lost World of Warcraft, and if all that happens, if World of Warcraft disappeared today, let me get this straight. I hope that it doesn't, right? But if it did, you still have the people in your life. You still have, you know, the jobs and all that kind of stuff is still going to be there. So don't spend so much time here in Azeroth that you ruin all that other stuff as well. Anyway, there's my rant. That being said, though, I have played this game a lot, and I've been to points where, you know, I've played it more than I should, and you know, stuff like that. So you learn as you go, you know. So we're coming up on 30 minutes here. The goal is we're going to do 30 minutes of this farm here, and then we're going to go do some transmog farming. We're going to do it on a different realm, though, because I don't have a druid on this realm, and druid is who I'm doing my transmog farming on. The best materials to farm now, Brendan, that's going to be for one, realm dependent, and two, what the prices are going for so far. So I'll show you real quick. So like, say you're a leather worker, right? So you can go to the auction house and you can go to leather, right? Trade goods, leather, search, and then you can filter by price, and you can see what sells for the most, right? Like these Cobra scales, they sell for 600 gold a piece, okay? And they have a 0.32 average daily sold, which is good. And Cobra scales are easy to farm. You're not going to sell a ton of them, but when you do sell them, they're going to be 600. Okay, so that's all you do. And you go through here and you see which ones sell for the most, and then you're going to want to see how often they sell, and then you're going to want to just go farm them. Like right now, the prismatic scales, that's something like right here. We're farming, and we've only got 4 prismatic scales so far, but they sell for 31 gold each, right? So that's how you look that up. You just sort of reverse search it, right? And you can do the same thing with herbing, right? So say you're an herbalist, just go to trade goods, herbs, and just filter by price. And you have to use your brain a little bit, right? Like Fargenskagel, however you say that, the seed. 8,000 gold, but it has 0 sell rank. Nobody's buying that seed for 8,000 gold, right? So some of this stuff is just going to be not accurate. But stuff like this, like Wild Vine, that's going to sell for 800 gold. Okay, so you could farm Wild Vine. And so you gotta like go back and forth between like, do you want to have stuff that sells for a lot but not often, or for a little bit and sells often? What's going on, Red? Yeah, man. So Brennan, that's how I would do it, right? You that way you just go and you see based on your realm what's selling and for what amount, and then you go out and you do it and you learn, right? I mean, it's all fake gold anyway. So it's not like you're going to invest and then you're going to lose out. Especially because all you're investing is time, which, you know, on the counter argument is one thing you can't ever get back. But if you're allotting time to play, then, you know, just go experiment with what sells and what doesn't. Crafting, though, is fun. I love crafting. My blacksmith and my tailor probably have the most, like, old patterns and stuff like that. And especially, like, at this point, towards the end of an expansion, when people are done with current content, a lot of people are just sort of waiting till the next thing to come out, then, you know, people are starting to look at transmogs, they're starting to look at some of the older stuff and that kind of stuff. So the cool thing about transmogs and crafting is that it's always going to be worth something, right? It's always going to be because if it's a transmog, it's not, people aren't buying it to like play with, they're buying it for a look. And so it doesn't matter what expansion it is, if they want that look, they're going to go after the look. Now this is Pandaria skinning. I don't think you can get different ranks of this. I think you're just at where you're at. Let's double check that though. Shadowlands, Kultiran, Legion. Oh, I'm not even in the right thing. Pandaria skinning. Yeah, so I'm 75 of 75, and I'm only getting like 1 exotic leather out of each of these. I don't know if that changes by mob, or if that's just how. I loved Pandaria, by the way. Pandaria was take it how you want, how you will, but Pandaria was one of my favorite expansions of all time. I started playing the end of Kata, and then maybe it's just nostalgia for me. My kids, when they were little, we had a VHS player and like one VHS, and that was it. And we just replayed. Actually, it wasn't a VHS player. I'm sorry. That was more like when I was a kid. We had a DVD player. We had like one DVD. Yeah, it was awesome, man. We had like one DVD, and it was Kung Fu Panda, right? And so Jack Black, hilarious in that movie, and that's just an awesome movie. And so this like themed like right up with it. So I loved it. And I did a lot of rating and stuff. I had more time back then. Yeah, you liked WAD. That's going to put you, my friend, in a category with not a lot of other people. I will say this about WAD. It was really fun. The raids, I loved the raids. The raids were really cool. The mission table, you made a lot of gold, but it got to a point where it just felt like you were like logging in to do like your mission table, and then that was it. Also, that's when they were like, you have to walk around, you can't fly right away. And a lot of Draenor for me was falling off of a cliff, dying, spending 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get in my body. Oh, what I'm farming right now is several different things. I am farming exotic leather, which is selling for 4 gold a piece on my realm right now. And we're going to turn that into magnificent hide, which we can do once per day, and then we're going to sell off the rest of it and hold on to some. And motes of harmony, which also drop. So these motes of harmony, 34 gold apiece. You can turn this into a spirit of harmony. And also any transmog that drops. So if you just came in, check this out. This dropped for me earlier. I had no idea. There's a Ravenclaw Harbinger. Look at that. Historical value is 21,000. Right now it's going for 76,000. And it's got an O2 sales rate. So that's pretty sick, right? Let's look and see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This little dagger here. So that's a pretty cool transmog that I just had dropped. So yeah, the garrison was cool. Yep. Yeah, so with Magnificent Hide, yeah, man, you can make it for transmogs, right? To sell, like, I just actually sold some battle-bound stuff. You can do it that way. Right now, though, I don't have this guy leveled up a whole lot, so every time I do a Magnificent Hide, I learn a new recipe. So, it just depends. Oh, look at that. Let's see what that is. Okay, so here's a sharpened multi-pronged dagger for 8k, but it doesn't have a sales rate, so we'll put it up on the auction house for a while anyway. Yeah, I'll use it for X-Mode creation, or people are still doing the Mage Tower and using it. A lot of the X-Mogs, though, aren't really selling on my realm for too much. Like, here, let's pull it up real quick. Let's go to TSM, and then, let's see, let's go to the Pandaria stuff. Yeah, so if you look down here, this is like the dreadful stuff. I mean, you know, this is 352 gold profit at 0.03 sell rate. I mean, that's not bad. This is probably not accurate. So, this one doesn't look too bad either. O2 for a 993 profit. So yeah, not too bad, right? I mean, I guess it, excuse me, could be worse, but a lot of the stuff is a 0.01 sell rate. So it might not hurt just to have them on there. So we're going to do this for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to go do some transmog farming in Manatomes. So
I need a target.
over here, kill this guy. Yeah, we just can you see what the main things people are farming / selling on your server. Yeah, you can go to like Undermine Journal and stuff like that. But as far as farming goes, I just showed this. I'll pop it up again real quick because I need to look at something anyway. If you want to see what's selling for what, I mean, or you could go to like trade goods, herbalism, and then just search, and you can filter by price, and you can see what herbs are selling and how much they're selling for, and you know, you can go out and farm those. So that's sort of how to do it. With I mean, you could do the same thing with armor if you want. It would just be a little bit less straightforward. Alright, so what I want to see is the Mode of Harmony is selling for 34 gold each right now. 10 of them turn into a spirit. So let's see if it would be worth it to send it to turn them into motes or not. So we got to unclick this. Spirit of, that wasn't specific enough, I guess. Spirit of Harmony. Yeah, so they're selling for a 290 after you turn them into something. After you turn the 10 into it. So it's going to be more beneficial to sell these this way for right now. I appreciate that. I don't know any German. Is that true? I think I know like Guten Morgen. And I think that's about it. And like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Although my heritage, I believe, is German and Scottish. At least that's what my father told me. But I haven't seen him in like 15 years, and I met him when I was 14. So I've probably seen him 10 times in my whole life. So who knows if that's true, right? There's my sad story. Letting y'all into the deep secrets. Yeah, man. So we're just opening these, and this is just giving us like 1 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold. blah blah blah. I'm surprised I didn't get more of these prismatic scales. That's surprising, actually. We usually get more of those. What's going on, man, at Crazy Gold? So let's sell off
that would scare you.
all this gray stuff here. Oh, we got 98 golden grays. That's pretty good. Another 90 golden grays. Alright, so let's tidy this up and go do some transmog. 31 minutes. It says 89,000 gold, right? That's insane. So that's not all going to be accurate though, right? Because not all of the transmog is going to sell for what it sells for. But so here's the exotic leather that we got, right? So it's selling for like 4 gold a piece. So we have about 800 gold worth plus 400. So about 1,200 gold worth of exotic leather in 30 minutes. Plus these pristine hides, which are like 30 gold each. And then these moats here, which will be 762. Some other like random stuff here. The big thing though, this is probably, I mean, I don't know, it's got a 0.01 sales rate for 380 gold. Somebody may buy it. This is what we got as well. Multi-pronged dagger. So that's 8,000 gold listed, but it doesn't have a sales rank. So, or a sales rate rather. So who knows if that's going to sell. This, though, this is probably the thing that most surprised me right here. Check this out, guys. Ravenclaw Harbinger. 76,000 minimum buyout right now. Market value 67,000. Historical price 21,000. So even at the historical price, or the regional sale average at 13,000, with a 0.02 sales rate, that's a pretty sick transmog to drop. Yeah, I'm doing the goat farm skinning, and you are correct. You could do it as a 5-man, but I didn't start streaming live specifically to do a 5-man thing. We're just sort of chilling and doing this. There were a couple people here earlier killing everybody, and they were Alliance, and I invited them to a group, and they declined it. So I said, maybe they don't understand why I want to be in a group, right? And after I explained it to them, they still denied it. So typical, right? I could have started a group finder or something like that as well, but just for the 30 minutes we were here doing this to hang out with you all, that's what we did there. So, yeah, 5-man would have been the way to go, you're right. So that's not too bad though for 30 minutes. Like I said, I'm really excited about this Ravenclaw Harbinger. Actually, let's just go ahead, we'll just go ahead and list that right now, actually. So we'll close that. Because I don't know, transmog, it's not like time specific when things sell better than the other. So we're going to create that, and then we're also going to yeah, let's just go ahead and put our modes of harmony up there as well. We'll just go ahead and do all these. Pet love seat, put those up there. Let's do our mag hide for the day.
Bring it to me.
Oh, I got other favorites, so we'll make that. Yes. And now I can make the ringmail gauntlets. Yes, LOL indeed, my friend. The people were silly, and I was just saying earlier, you know, like I can't tell you the last time that
bring it to me.
I like invited somebody to a group and they were like, yeah, sure, I'll come to your group because that makes sense. I don't know what it is. They're like super standoffish for some reason. I don't know what they think is going to happen. Like, we're doing the exact same thing, right? No, I'm NA. But we're doing the exact same thing, right? And it's going to benefit us if we join group, but they refuse. So they think they were like, oh, we're going to join a group together, and then I'm going to like rob them or something, right? Like, we're going to join a group, and I'm going to take you back on like Vine Street or like, you know, down there in West Liberty or something, or whatever hood you have around you, and we're going to take you around the corner, and we're going to beat you up and take all your gold if you join my Warcraft group. I don't know what. I don't know what the. I mean, it's a multiplayer game. No, this is a North American account. All right, so we are going to go do some mana tomes now. Let's see if we sold anything. Nothing. All right, so I logged back onto this character after being off of him for a while. And last time I was on him, I was doing the Sithilus farm. And so I've got like glorious leg plates and a bunch of stuff like that listed. And again, everything's very realm dependent, right? So I'm trying to get like 1,000 items posted for Transmog. That's my goal for starters. So far though, not a whole lot has sold. And I'm not putting, you know, a whole bunch of stock into this. This is just something I'm doing for fun. So all types, auction. Yeah, so all characters. I just want to do this character. Yeah, so nothing, but that's not right because I've sold stuff in the last 30 days, so I don't know. We're gonna keep plugging away here though. Yeah, man. Good night, dude. Have a good one. Other side of the world, it's like 4:00 p.m. here. So we have our bear tartar, and we're just gonna spend the last bit of this stream here, doing mana tomes. I did get some pretty cool stuff from mana tomes earlier. I don't really have a specific thing that I'm looking for, but just anything that makes gold. So let's start this. Now you can't grab all these guys. A lot of these older dungeons, you can just grab them and sort of like pull them all together. You can't do that in this first little entry hallway because they'll stun you by the time you get out of it, and it's super annoying. But what you can do is go in here and kill this first boss, and then everybody comes to you, right? Like the whole room comes to you, and you just wipe them all down and get your juicy loot. An amplifying blade. I'll put that up. See, it's got a 0.4 daily soul to 0.2 sell rate. I'll put that up, even though it's just 140 gold. Now these guys, I think, nope, they stun you too. I think if you're quick enough, though, you can gather them up. On older dungeons, though, like Zul'Farrak or whatever you're doing, the older ones, a lot of times you have to stop for a second to get aggro because they won't aggro you. Another tip for this dungeon, if you are a miner, they get adamantite ore, which has a chance to spawn corium ore. And corium ore on my realm right now goes for 700 gold a piece. So you want to make sure you stop and get the ore and stuff as well. So you got stunned. It didn't last too long though. I don't have a speed set on this druid, and I guess doing it this way is sort of negating my bear tartar. But that's fine. So we're just gonna go in here to the boss. We're gonna kill the boss, and you can actually mine him, and you can get like, see, I got a flame, whatever that is. It's like gems, right? Some lesser essence and some adamantite ore. So you always want to make sure that you farm him. Please kill all these things. What did I pass up back there? Lichen. I'm going to leave those lichens because they're only like 6 gold. They don't sell very fast. So we'll round these guys up. The first and the last boss, if you kill them, the entire room comes to you. The guy in the middle that we just killed doesn't work that way. Ooh, where am I going? I'm just getting slowed and all kinds of crap, so I'm just going to kill him. So you gotta sort of stand by him for a second to get the aggro on him. Dun, 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 dun. Get this guy. Stun. Alright. So we're just gonna run in here. What is that? That's some rich adamantine ore and some lichen. So you can kill this last boss here. I'm just gonna starfire him. And then it pulls the whole room. So we're just gonna get them all together. Go over here so I can get this adamantite. Got a shield. With, does it have a cells rank? No, it doesn't. Alright, so that's the manatomes. Let's go out, reset, and do another run. You get a lot of nether weave here, so if you've got a tailor, and you have to just check on your realm and stuff like that, but you know, you could send it to them and you could do your nether weave bags or whatever to get more gold out of it. I think we'll do one more run before we have to sell some of our stuff here. Reset all instances, yes. Alright, alright. Get them guys out of the way. Come here and kill him. Wait for everybody to come. Crash them all down. Some moats. Some shoulder pads and stuff. Well, decent sales rank. I mean, 450 gold, but good seller right there. Helm. I guess we could just starfire some of these guys to keep the speed up. So yeah, they're just starting to slow me down at this point, so let's just kill them. That guy, he didn't even follow us. So I've been doing Zul'Farrak as well. Soul Drain Dagger. And Zul'Farrak's real easy to run. So a lot of these older dungeons, if you're doing like farms with them, for Transmog, you can get it to where, you know, you can get a little speed set for your druid or for whoever you're running it with, and then once you get like your route down, then you can knock these things out really quick. So yeah, let's see, we're gonna farm him up, and yep, just get that stuff there. Ancient Lichen. Starfire speed buff and we're gonna Tartar. Let's just gather these guys up. King and staff so we get the aggro. And come here. Silver pack, ancient lichen, adamantite. Okay, yeah, we want the adamantite ore in here, so we'll burn them all down over in this corner. Dementia cord. Oh yeah, nice. Got a good average sales rate on that. So that's good there. Oh, and I just said I was going to get this, and I forgot to get it. Which way are we going? Go. Oh. This way. Repeating roar just to get through it. And again, on the last boss here, you can just kill him, and then everybody will come to you and target him. Kill him, everybody comes to you, smash them all down. Get your ore, and then reset. We might be able to squeeze out another run before we have to unload everything. Now, if you have enchanting, a lot of these blues here, like, it's only 1 gold selling to the vendor, but 75 gold if you disenchant it for the mats, right? So, I do not have disenchanting on this character, and they are bind on pickup, so you can't, you know, send them off. Alright, let's see, reset all instances, yes, and I think we have enough for another run, but let's just, to make sure, because what you don't want to do is be stuck in there, right? We don't want to get stuck in there and not have any bag space, because that takes a whole bunch of time.
Stand closer and don't
So we'll just sell the gray off.
come back with some better
Right.
stories.
Now we'll head back in. So there's so many different ways to make gold in World of Warcraft, right? Like you can't do them all. I do think that transmog farming is fun though. I actually have a business online, like in real life, like reselling on Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. So I like going out like the stores and stuff and finding things that are like cheaper, like the unicorns, if you will, sort of, and then selling them for a higher profit. So that's just sort of my personality with it, and so this kind of gold farming actually like leans towards that. So it's pretty fun. When you hear that ding and it's like something you've been farming for a while or something like that, that's really cool. And a lot of people like that, right? Which is why a lot of people do this kind of farming. It's almost like a subset, like of the game, right? Like people do Mythic Plus, some people raid, you know, collect pets, that kind of stuff, and some people just run old content to get transmogs and gold farms. Something for everybody. What's that? Crystal? Yeah, it's not. It's got an 01 cell, right? Multicolored beads. I don't know if it's faster to get them all together and deal with the slows, or if it's just faster just to do it like this. Ooh, let's check out that. Demoniac Longstaff. Okay, doesn't have a sales rate, but it's up there for several thousand, but no sales rates, so who knows if people are buying it. Let me know what you guys think, right? Like, if you get something like that and it doesn't have a sales rate, what does that mean, do you think? Do you think it means it's never sold, or just it hasn't sold in a long time? I don't really know. I guess I could Google it. Ancient Lichen. I'm just passing on Ancient Lichens. Oh, there's one right there. I'll pick it up. Alright, so I think this is on the way to the last boss. I think here we can just gather these guys up. Speed through it till we get... We got their aggro. Yeah, what is this? Rich adamantite. Looking for corium also, because that is awesome when corium spawns. We'll take the rich adamantite.
You must forgive me, but I have longed for a good adventure. But no matter, as I am a gracious host, I will
Incapacitated. That's not good. As I say it, adamantite, adamantite. Yeah, that's right. And we're also getting the Eternium ore as well with that, which is selling for 67 gold a piece. And 20 gold for adamantite. What did we get there? Spellbreaker. See again, no sales rank or average sell average. So our bear tartar is about to run out, and that's the only one that I had. But in this dungeon like this, the mana tomes, it doesn't seem like, at least the way I'm running it, the bear tartar is helping out too much. What was that? Three runs? Yeah, let's run a couple more. See if we get anything amazing. And then we'll call it. A day for the stream. Try to keep it an hour. Alright, go in here, kill the boss. Everything will come to me. Nice and easy. You get all the juicy loot. Ranger belt. I'll take the ranger belt. Let's see. Probably pull these guys around the corner here. Pull these guys. As long as I'm not getting stunned and slowed. See, now I'm starting to get stunned and slowed, so I'm gonna just take them down. Ancient Lichen, no thanks, not interested. Another ranger belt. Yeah, right now I'm just padding the auction house, so I'm pretty much just like listing everything. Then I can be a little bit more selective once I get that 1,000 transmogs that I'm after. Turn back into cat here. So I hate the druid playstyle, honestly. I don't like Boomkin. I think Guardian is boring, but I'll probably play it because I mainly do tanks. Cat, Pharaoh, I don't like combo point systems. Resto is about the only thing that I would do besides like, tanking. But for farming, like for being like a gold farmer, it's going to be hard to beat being a druid, right? Just their flight forms, their speed stuff. I mean, it's hard to beat. So that's why I have this guy. I think he's like level 50, and so you don't even need a level 62 to make gold, right? You can just be on your low level, whatever it is, and farm this old content stuff, which still brings in a lot of gold. Rich adamantite. Again, we'll just kill this guy. Starfire him. Come on, everybody. Gather around. I don't think I've ever actually gotten anything pop off of this whole last room. So I don't know what's up with that, but that's how it goes. What is that? Stampeding roar I can do? Alright, let's sell off some of this gray, and we'll make our final run and see if we can get anything anything from it. So I did a live stream earlier, and for some reason it did not like upload all the way right. But I had some manatomes on there, and I got some pretty sweet stuff. So not really happening that way right this second.
I've seen things that would scare you shellless.
But that's how it is, right? Sometimes you have really good runs, and sometimes you have not good runs. Alright, so let's get rid of all the gray. Let's get rid of some of this other crap we're not going to do anything with, like all these little like health potions and stuff. I'm not going to use those. These little scrolls, I'm not messing with those. Alright. And then some of this stuff, like the bind on pickups. I mean, we can't do nothing with that. We'll just sell those. Just give ourselves a little bit more room. I need to get a new bag. This is only a 24 slot.
I was done.
Alright. Here we go. There's just like so many places to farm, you know, so many old raids to farm. The ones I've done the most are probably Zul'Farrak, Razorfern Crow, Razorfern Downs. Those ones are fun because they're quick. And the Razorfern ones actually, they have like little like chests and stuff that you can get as well that have a higher chance of having items in them. So I'm not being slowed or stunned right now, so we're just going to keep fooling around. Pull them, pull them. This one's actually pretty decent one here. We might make it all the way to the boss. Yep, without getting slowed or stunned. Okay. There's probably like a specific speed that you can do, you know what I mean? That it's like close enough to keep aggro, like on the mobs that aren't cool yet, and not too close though to where you're getting slowed. Blood Knight boots, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'll take that. 2,800. Historical price is 400, but market value 1,900 for 0.03 sales rate. I'll take it. Okay, got some Talisate. Ancient Lichen, not too worried about that. Adamantite, we are going to get that up there in the corner. Amplifying Blaze, 140 gold. So the cool thing about Transmog farming as well is you don't have to like invest anything, right? You don't have to go buy mats or anything like that. You just run around and kill stuff. I always forget that it takes me out of my shape-shifted form when I mine things. See, silence. I think we could take these all the way to the last boss. Let's see, gotta get aggro. And adamantite.
What is this? You must forgive me. I was not expecting.
Right? Killed him, now they're all mad. Wipe him down.
But no matter, as I am a gracious host.
Oh, there we go. There's something. Helmet and a jerkin. Let's see. We're in a lockbox. Low sell rate. low sell rate, non-existent sell rate. So loot appraisers got us at like 31,000 for 23 minutes, right? But obviously not all that is going to sell for what it's listed at. All right, my friends. I think that is going to go ahead and do it today for the stream. I appreciate everybody stopping by, checking it out, commenting, being a part of the experience. Yeah, if you like gold making content, then subscribe to the channel, like the video. I also run Mythic Plus, but according to YouTube, more people like to watch gold making than Mythic Plus stuff. So I'm still going to be streaming Mythic Plus and doing videos about it, but just not as many because nobody watches them. So we'll see how that goes. But I am going to keep up with the gold making. It's something I've done for a long time. Played WoW for since the end of Kata, and so I know a little bit about what I'm doing in just about all aspects of the game. So yeah, if you like to be part of the gold making community like that, yeah, join up, man. Sub to the channel. Appreciate you watching, stopping by, and until next time, take it easy. And I will catch you all later.